Well, it seems nobody has been busier during the pandemic than the Fabulous Equinox Orchestra. As most entertainers have been practically stagnant for 10 months, Jeremy Davis, Clay Johnson, and the guys have been doing weekly virtual concerts and quite a few socially distanced live shows. But they have actually been even busier than anyone knew because they have used the downtime that they have had in the recording studio to make new music. A lot of it. They are introducing a new album at a show at Victory North on February 11th, but they have a lot more coming out in the next several months.
Last year, 2020, was a really terrible year for public performances, but it was great for creativity and studio time. So we went in and did a lot of recording. And so this is the first of 3 albums coming out this year.
We didn't go in with the thought of doing 3. We went, I guess, with the thought of just recording as much music as we could. Mm-hmm. It turned out to be enough for 3 albums, and they were all so distinct. I mean, we had a one that was primarily inspirational music and old hymns that we had the big band twist on, which was really cool. One and we call that one Victory. And then we have another one that we entitled Charade after the Johnny Mercer song, and it's got a lot of big band style songs and a couple of original songs. And the last one,
well, the one that's coming up now is called Bridge, and the idea behind Bridge is it's music that we love. It doesn't necessarily fit in the Great American Songbook, but it's stuff that we grew up with, stuff that we wrote, stuff that we played in college with our funk band. I mean, we said, let's just make an album of the stuff that we love to do. And so we have all this great music that we're excited to share with the world.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in the studio and had new originals to release. So we got a lot to celebrate.
We do, we really do.
Well, in between the music for 3 albums, they also produced 4 original songs for a movie that will be released next Tuesday. That's February 9th. Courting Mom and Dad was produced by a friend of Jeremy and Clay. They went to high school, junior high, and college with her. She reached out to the guys, and they just happened to catch them in the middle of the biggest creative boom of their careers.
She called us up and said, hey, I got this movie, and I wonder if you guys can do some music for it, because the music I have picked, I can't afford. It was like
yeah, she sent us the director's cut, and she had like a Natalie Cole open, and then she had like a really sweet spot where it was a Sinatra tune in the middle, and then some other great stuff. And of course, you can't afford to put that in the movie. I mean, you're $500,000.
Jackson 5.
Jackson 5. So she said, "Do you have anything that would fit?" We're like, "Probably not, but send it to us. We'll check it out." So we were watching the movie and kind of like, okay, we kind of got the vibe she was looking for. And then we just took the spirit of what she wanted, and then in about 4 days, we came up with all the songs from whole cloth. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we did a scratch recording on the guitar and piano and sent it off, and she put that in the movie, and it looked great and sounded great. And it just so happened that we had a recording session with the full band coming up like the next week. Mm-hmm. So we're able to add those songs to the session.
Well, the February 11th show will have a Valentine's Day meets Mardi Gras theme, so they're calling it either Valengras or Marty Time, but mostly it will be the launch concert for The Bridge, which will be available at Victory North that night. The album and tickets to the show are also available on the band's website, equinoxorchestra.com. Cyree, you know these two never sit still, but they say they've never sat down and created this much original music at one time in their lives. And I actually was able to listen to The Bridge yesterday. The guys said I'm one of about 4 people outside the band who've heard it. It's fantastic, and I really like the original music the best on it. And get this, Clay's daughter, Raya, has an original song on there. I'm telling you, it sounds like a hit.
Oh, well, she's so talented. I know she's taken her gap here and, working with Dad to kind of learn the ropes of the business. So I am just so excited for them, because I know at the beginning of this, a lot of things were slowing down. A lot of those gigs they had that got canceled, but just to see them turn this situation into such an opportunity to make original music is awesome. And I cannot wait to hear the album.
Yeah, unbelievable. So the next album will be out in April, and then the third one will be out in August. But 3 albums coming out in short order here. That's a lot of work. Yep. Yeah.